different. Okay. Do you understand the difference between saying P, some proposition P, and some proposition necessarily P?
Yes, but it doesn't apply to this.
Can you explain to me what the difference is?
It doesn't apply to this because what you're saying has to, when you're saying, what is it, the whole modal logic thing or whatever that Apollo was bringing up earlier? Where it's
but just calm down. Just wait, please. Come on. Look, I feel like you're kind of derailing this.
I'm not derailing. All I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is this. You guys are trying to apply logic to something that is impossible, right? What? So you're saying, it is impossible to come up with a concept without basic experience. You're kind of, come on, man. You're derailing.
You use logic.
We're simply, wait up, hold up. We're simply saying this. We're not saying, is it possible? We're saying, do it.
Okay, fine. But you've been talking a while.
Just come up with a new concept.
But you've been talking for a while. You're kind of derailing.
I'm not derailing. You're derailing by avoiding coming up with an example.
Because
Harry's inability to come up with an example wouldn't make it like necessary that it has to be.
Okay, so if I tell you, can you grow an arm out of your forehead, and you say, I can, but I can't right now.
Okay, wait, just come on. You've been talking for a while. Come on. Can I respond, or do you want to keep talking?
Okay, I've been talking for a while. Yeah, true. Go ahead.
Okay, so I gave you two statements, 1 and 2. Do you agree that the proposition P and the proposition necessarily P are different claims?
Yes, they are different.
Okay,
it's conditional.
Okay, now P in this case is all concepts are based off experience. We can substitute that for P. So we're saying all concepts are based off experiences as 1, and then 2 necessarily in that same proposition. Okay, we now agree that those are different propositions. Are you saying this? To be clear, are you saying the second one or the first one?
Look at this. Is what you're trying to do. You see what I'm saying? You just keep repeating yourself because you can't come up with an example. Not giving me a clear answer. You're trying to apply something that doesn't apply to the concept you're coming up with right now. This idea of P and necessary and all this stuff doesn't apply to this. What we're talking about right now it has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Yeah, but all we want from you is to come up with an example. If you need 5 minutes to come up with an example, take 5 minutes. That's it. That's the only way you can prove us wrong. That's it.
Okay. Now, just to be clear, are you making the first claim or the second claim?
My claim is this. All concepts are based off past experience because it is necessary.
That's not answering my question. So to be clear.
Yeah, but look, I want to make it easier for you. You're saying it's possible. Which one is more possible?
No. Right now, I'm just trying to be clear on what the claim is right
now. One sec. I'm going with you for the sake of it. Which one is more possible?
No, I don't even. Well, first, I don't understand what you're asking me right now. But second, I'm just trying to get clear. I don't know what you're referring to right now. Flame, you're just not being clear.
Which one is more possible, that we can only get experiences we can get concepts from the past experience, or we can get concepts without past experience? Which one is more possible based on the evidence?
Okay, so you're asking me which one is more likely? I mean, I think they're both true. I don't think they're exclusive.
Wait, I'm not talking about truthness here or whatever. I'm talking about which one is more likely to be the case according to your...
I don't think one is more likely than the other.
Wait, then why can't you give an example then? Why can't you give an example for the ones that...
But that's irrelevant.
That's not irrelevant. You're not asking me... You're getting cooked right now. Why can't you give an example for the side that says... Why can't you give an example for the side that says that you can think of something without experience? Why can't you give an example for that?
I mean, I just never thought about it a lot, but that's irrelevant to the claim. The claims that you're asking me to compare... The claims you're asking me to compare is 1, all concepts are based on past experiences, and 2, it's possible to have a concept that isn't based on past experiences. So you're asking me to compare one claim that asserts something is possible versus another claim that tells me that actually asserts that something is some synthetic truth is true.
I'm going with your mind.
In fact, I actually think the possibility claim is more plausible, to be honest.
Look, I'm trying to reason the same way you're reasoning right now. I'm not even using my position anymore. I'm using your own position against you. You're saying that you believe they both are like the same. Both are like 50-50, right? You're not saying.
I think the possibility claim is more likely.
You believe in what? Which one is more likely?
So, okay, let's just get which two statements we're comparing. Statement 1, it's possible that there can be concepts that aren't based off past experiences. And then statement 2, all concepts are based off past experiences. I think 1 is more likely than 2.
Wait, look, one sec. I am saying, for based on the possibility alone, since you're saying one of them is possible, right? Or both of them are possible. When it comes to evidence, like for example, when I asked you to provide an example, you can only provide an example for one side, but not the other. So which one is more likely to be the case?
I mean, I think the first one is far more likely.
Wait, what is the first one say?
I'll repeat it again. The first one is, it is possible that there are concepts. Sorry, it's possible that there there can be concepts that aren't based off past experiences. That's the first one. So it's a possibility.
Yeah, I'm not asking about the possibility.
Yeah, and
I'm talking about the possibility alone. Look. You're saying it's possible, right? Which one is more likely to be possible? I'm talking about the position of possibility alone, not the one that talks about necessary or whatever.
Oh, sorry. Tell me state the two claims and tell me that you're comparing and you're asking me to take a stance.
No. I'm going with your position that you're saying that they both are possible.
Yeah. You're asking me. There's two claims. You're asking me which one is more likely. State one and then state two.
No. I'm not asking about which claim is more likely. I'm asking about which state is more likely. The state of us being able to generate a concept without experience, or the state that says that we can only generate concepts based on past experience. Which state is more
just
likely?
write that. So let's tell me state key one, proposition one clearly, and then state proposition two clearly. Let's write them down. Just to make sure I understand.
Look. You said there's a state where someone can think of something based on past experience, and there's another state where someone can think of something without past experience. Do we agree?
Yeah.
Okay, which state is more likely to be the case?
So, which somebody can think. They're both. I'd say they're both pretty much equally likely.
Okay, then why can't you give an example for the case that says we can think of something without experience?
Oh, I just haven't thought about it, but I don't think you're tracking right now because all.
Take your time. I can give you time.
Well, So you're kind of confusing these sort of modal statements about possibility versus these kind of synthetic truths, right? So all the two statements you asked me to compare, right? They're just statements about what's possible. You're asking, it's possible that somebody can have a concept based on past experience, and it's possible that somebody can have a concept that isn't based on past experiences. I can conceive of both of them equally. So
then
to me, they're both equally likely.
Give equal examples? Why can we give examples for one state but not the other?
But that's just asking about the synthetic truth, not just the possibility.
Yeah,
you're kind of equivocating between the.
I'm asking you which state is more possible, which state to believe in to be the true case.
Hold up. You're asking me. Sorry. Just to be clear, Flame. Just try to track. So there are two propositions. Both of them are making possibility claims. You're asking me which one I find to be more plausible. In other words, which one do I have a higher credence in being true? And I'm saying my credence in both is equal, right? Because they're just both making possibility claims that I can conceive of, equal.
Look. I'll repeat. You said there's a state of a human who's capable of producing concepts without experience, and the same human who's capable of producing concepts only from past experience. I'm saying based on but this is what possibility here means, that one of them is possible.
No, if something is possible, it doesn't follow that's actual. That's actually basic failure.
Okay, basic failure. When you say that it is possible. It's possible for a human to think of something without experience, and you fail to give a single example for it. But you're so good at giving examples for the human that's only thinking of concepts from past experience, and you're saying that they're still equal. Both states are still equal.
Both possibility claims. So to be clear, just think about the statements I'm saying are equally likely to me. Statement number one: it is possible that somebody can have a concept without past experience. And then claim number two: it is possible that somebody can have a concept that is based off past experiences. Right? Both of those are equally likely to me.
Yeah. Now, which claim can be substantiated? Which claim can be substantiated and the other cannot be substantiated?
Both can be substantiated.
Okay, substantiate was one example for a person who's capable of producing past experience.
That's irrelevant. No, that's irrelevant to whether it's possible.
He's refuted.
Dude, you're just doing mental gymnastics because you can't come one example.
You're refuted, bro.
Bro, look, I could come up with a color based off past experience: red, blue, green, orange.
I even went with his own way of reasoning. I actually literally I gave up my own position just for the sake of this argument. I said,
him not representing an example doesn't demonstrate he can't produce one. Neither does that.
Whoever's that, you're cutting in and out. Whoever's talking, you're cutting out.
But actually, in regards to the
but him not presenting an example doesn't mean he can't exemplify. Nor does it follow that him not producing an example.
Or am I cutting in and out?
Possibility.
You're cutting in.
We're not saying. Okay, we're no longer saying it's impossible. Wait. We're no longer saying it's impossible, okay? For the sake of the argument, we're just, being shareable, and we're saying it's possible.
Okay,
since it's possible, we want to know which one is more likely to be the case. Since again, you're saying that it's possible for a person to think of things without any past experience, it's also equally possible for a person to think of things with that. Sorry?
What are you talking about more likely?
Because we have two positions here. We have a position that says, it's possible that someone thinks of things without past experience, and we have a position that says, someone cannot think without any concepts without any past experience. So we want to know which possibility alone.
You're cutting out.
You're cutting it out, Flame.
No, did he shut down?
For me,
No,
he
no, no.
doesn't.
You were cutting it out for like
Wait,
a
you
minute.
guys can hear me?
Yeah.
Right now, yeah.
Hear you.
I'm not clear. You're saying you want like a probabilistic case for whether or not there being like these innate concepts versus these ones that we come to synthetically? Like, which is more likely?
And you come up with a new color, Darth?
Can I come up with a new color?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Let's hear it.
Let's hear what?
The new color.
What are you talking about?
That's the whole idea, is that you cannot come up with a concept unless it's based off past experience.
That doesn't follow. That doesn't establish your claim.
Brother, in regards to that, can you say...
Look, I never made the claim I'm going to actually produce a new color. Right? I said it's logical.
But we're making the claim that you can't come up with a concept. We're making the claim you cannot come up with it.
But you have to produce an argument. What you're doing is an argument.
Wait. The argument is this: you cannot come up with a new concept that isn't based off past experience.
Yeah, but what's the argument for that claim?
Wait. Just to be clear, like they're just not getting it. It's fine. Like I mean, they're just kind of confused about some stuff. So just to continue where I left off.
Harry, I will talk to Durs. Okay, you're done. You couldn't respond to my issue.
No.
You kept running.
Well, you're asking me a confused question, right? So like, I already granted you that I don't have an example, but that's just irrelevant as to whether it's possible. Because when we say it's possible, we're just saying that the proposition.
I'm asking which one's more likely. I'm not saying if it's possible or not.
Okay, no, hold, but now you're kind of lost, right? So what you were asking me concerning what's more likely is the claim that it's possible, right? So we had two possibility claims, right? And you're asking me which one I had a higher credence in. No, I'm saying since I can conceive of both, and they're both very weak claims about what's logically possible, I have an equal credence in both of them.
No, I'm saying which one can we substantiate more? The person that is capable of thinking of things without any experience, or the person who's capable of thinking of things with experience only? Which one?
Are those both possibility claims? So, for example,
you're saying.
And I'm saying they can both be substantiated.
Okay. Give me one example for the person who can think of things without experience.
That's just not the substantiation for what possibility.
No. How are we going to substantiate the likelihood?
Yeah. The likelihood of it being possible?
No, the likelihood of someone who's actually capable of doing that.
Okay, well now you're just giving different claims.
Again,
the first two claims we're talking about are claims that talk about possibility.
How can I substantiate that the likelihood it is that person is capable of thinking of things without any past experience? How are you going to support the likelihood?
Like capable, are you just talking? So are you asking me for the likelihood that it is possible that somebody can have a concept without past experience?
No, I'm saying it's possible. Just tell me like how likely.
Okay, now you're kind of like jumbling your words. You're getting lost.
I'm not jumbling my words. I'm not jumbling my words. I'm saying how likely.
Yeah, you are. Because you keep kind of going between these sort of possibility claims versus these like sort of synthetic facts about the world. So just like state the proposition. You're asking me if it's likely or not. Just state the proposition clearly.
I'm not saying that it's impossible. Okay, I'm saying it's possible. How likely it is?
Oh, okay. How likely it is that it actually is the case that there are concepts that people have that aren't based on past experience?
Concepts of people who have no experience of these concepts. Can you give me one example that substantiates?
No, I don't have. Okay. Yeah, I don't have examples of those. I actually don't think that's
the likelihood is zero so far.
No, that doesn't mean the likelihood is zero. Just because you don't have examples,
can you provide one example for the likelihood?
No, but just even.
Okay, then you're free to refute it. Dars, are you ready for this?
For what?
Well, he said it's likely, and I'm agreeing with him. Somehow it's likely, but can you provide an example for how likely it is?
I don't know what you're asking when you ask for an example for how likely. Are you asking me to give like some probabilistic inference?
Like an example of a concept that we've never experienced before.
I don't think I have any examples. I don't know how that matters.
So the likelihood is 0% so far?
How does that follow?
You know how science work?
You understand that not having access to the incidents doesn't like preclude.
Okay. We have a challenge here. We're saying like we're gonna bring the two teams. A team that is saying that a team that is claiming, hey guys, we can think of things without past experience, and another team that is claiming, no, we cannot really think of anything without the experience. And they both are going to challenge.
Saying it's improbable that we like come up with stuff without experience.
I'm saying it's 0% so far, zero likelihood that we can produce an experience. We can produce a concept without experience.
If it's zero, that means
that's wait 1 second. I just want to be clear. That's the thing that actually doesn't follow. Just because even if you have no examples of something happening, it doesn't follow from that it has zero likelihood.
But you haven't provided a single example.
But it doesn't mean the likelihood is zero.
Okay, do you agree it's extremely low?
Just give me tell me what the credence is. Like, what are you trying to say?
You're saying you're saying it could be low, right? So do you agree that the side that claims they can think of things without experience, do you agree that this side is extremely low?
I mean, I can tell you my credence. My credence is like in between. So out of one, it's like in between.
But we want to support. We want to support.
Yeah, I'm just not sure what credence range you're calling extremely low. My credence is like 0.2.
Look. I want to support a team that says we can think of things without past experience. This team is making a claim, right? They're saying we can think of things. It's possible for us to think of things without past experience. How can we support this possibility? They need to provide us with examples. Can we provide one example for them?
Flame. Okay, let me just flag this right now because you keep doing this and it's like very frustrating. So you keep going from the claim about the possibility to the claim about it actually being the case. And you keep switching between them. And when I tell you that you keep doing this, you just get mad and then you mute me. You just did it again.
I'll say it very slowly for you so you can understand. The team A is claiming that it is possible for them to think of things without past experience.
You did it again. You just said possibility.
Yeah, it's possible for them, but
earlier you were just saying. Earlier you said you weren't talking about possibility. You're just talking about it actually being the case.
No, I'm saying how likely, because we're talking about likelihood here. When it comes to them saying...
But the likelihood, okay. I'm just saying the claim that you're talking about just now, what the likelihood is indexed to. What you just said was a claim about it being possible. But earlier you were saying it's a claim about there actually being concepts that aren't based on past experiences. And you keep going back and forth between the two.
I feel like you're
which
really
one is it?
Or you're intentionally trying to run away. I'm not sure.
No, Flame, listen. Look, I'm trying to be nice to you right now.
Why didn't you understand?
You're confusing yourself. You keep switching between the two things.
I'm confusing myself?
Yes.
How? What don't you understand?
Because, I'll explain it. I'll explain it briefly exactly how you're confusing yourself. Because there's a claim that you're trying to evaluate the likelihood of, and you keep switching between the claim that, it is possible that people have that people have concepts about past experiences, and the claim that there actually are concepts that aren't based on past experiences. And you keep switching between those two claims.
Yeah, look. I'm saying, since they're saying it's possible, can they substantiate the possibility?
See, you've done it again.
Wait, so
okay, let me just ask you one thing. Are we talking about the possibility, or are we talking about it actually being the case?
It actually being the case, what?
There are concepts people have that aren't based on past experiences.
Mason, maybe I can phrase it this way so he'll understand. Presumably you think that unicorns existing is possible, right, Flame?
Sure.
Okay, but you can't, if I asked you, give me the evidence that unicorns exist, you see how that would kind of be a category error, right?
I don't have an evidence. I actually don't have evidence.
Oh, well, yeah, but it's still possible. So that's...
But I have no evidence. So why would I believe it? But why would I believe it if I have no evidence?
Flame, I have a question.
Well, you don't...
Flame,
you're not believing in unicorns. You're just saying you believe that it's possible. That's a different proposition.
Again, if it's possible doesn't mean I believe it to be the case.
Yeah, but no, look, exactly. but Flame, Turns is saying this, you believe unicorns are possible, but you don't believe unicorns actually exist. Now, if we were to ask you, well, what is the evidence that unicorns are... So wait, just let me finish, right? If I were to ask you, what is the evidence that unicorns are possible? That's an entirely different question than me asking you, what's the evidence that there are unicorns? Or those are entirely different questions.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you would give entirely different answers to that.
Good. We're actually making progress. So you're saying you have no evidence that it's actually the case?
I don't know. Well, it depends what you mean by evidence. I think in a trivial Bayesian sense, there will be evidence. I might say there's no strong evidence.
Yeah, but can you give me the weak evidence? Can you give me weak examples?
Just take a hypothesis, right? That there are certain concepts that aren't based on past experiences. One thing you might expect if that hypothesis were true is that you'd expect people, sporadic stories about, people having vibrant, radiant experiences either as a result of doing drugs, as a result of all the things. So I'm saying that's a piece of data that's just expected under that hypothesis. So trivially in a Bayesian sense, that will be evidence. That's very weak evidence, of course. But you never ask for strong evidence. You just ask for evidence.
So you agree with me that the side that claims they cannot think of anything outside of the experience is more stronger, right?
Sorry. State the two claims that you're asking me. Which one is strong?
The claim or the side that says, "Oh, we can only think of things with the past experience." Would you agree that this side is substantiated more than the side that says we can think of things that we don't have without any past experience?
Okay. Now, do you know why?
But which one do you believe is stronger? Which one do you believe is stronger?
They're equally as strong.
Okay, why can't we give a single example for it once?
Oh, my Flame. Okay, we just walked you through this. You're still not getting it.
I have a question regarding your argument.
No, wait, Jesus, please. Okay, let me just try to make you understand. Okay, those two claims you made that you're comparing, those are modal statements about what's possible. So when you say like you can have experiences that are based on past experiences versus you can have experiences that aren't based on past experiences,
we agreed.
Those are modal claims. Those are just talking about what's possible.
Look,
right?
we agreed it's possible. Just like we agreed that the unicorn is possible.
But you're asking.
But do we have evidence that the unicorn is the case?
Okay, see, Flame, you keep going back and forth between the two. You don't realize it, but you're confusing yourself.
I'm actually directly challenging you. You keep gaslighting.
No.
You keep gaslighting because you have nothing to say. You keep gaslighting because you have nothing to say. I'm telling you, we both agree that unicorns are possible. But do we have evidence that it's the case? We both agree. No, we don't have evidence that it's the case. Now, I'm asking you, we both agree that it's possible. People can think of things without past experience. Do we have evidence that it's the case? You say no.
No, you're so
you refute it.
You're kind of lost. So okay, let's just go step by step. Let's go step by step, right? You just asked me which two out of these two claims, 1 and 2, which one is more likely? Okay, one was, people can have experiences that aren't based off past experiences, or that aren't based off. Sorry, people can have concepts that aren't based off past experiences. 2 was people can have concepts that are based off past experiences. Do you follow? Do you just follow what I just said?
Only based on past experiences.
Okay, yeah, those are both modal statements, right? When we say something can happen, we're talking about what's possible. Do you follow?
Yeah, and I'm saying both of them is possible, but one of them is giving evidence, the other is not.
Oh my god, no, but pause there. Okay, right. So you agree that the statements. Sorry. Do you agree that the two statements that you asked me to compare and to evaluate which one is more likely? You agree that they were both statements about what is possible, right?
Yeah, and we agree that both are possible according to your view.
Now, in the same way that if you ask me, take the two questions I ask you: is a unicorn possible versus do unicorns exist? Like in the same way that you agree that the answers to those questions will be very different, it's going to be the same for this case, right? So when you ask me what is possible, right, the evidence for those, sort of claims will just be based off, what you can conceive of and maybe things you've observed in the world, etc. And so I think those are very almost on a par because I think like I can conceive of both of them. I think they're both equally obvious to me that they're both at least logically possible.
Let's go through this. Do you believe unicorns exist?
No.
Okay. Do you believe they're possible?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you believe that people can think, like it's the case that people can think without any past experience?
Yeah.
What is the evidence for that?
Yeah, I can conceive of a world where that happens.
You can conceive what?
It's conceivable. I can imagine the scenario happening.
Yeah, well, give me the scenario.
Yeah, like suppose that there's a god, right? And the god hasn't had any past experiences. Maybe the god brutally is like the first, is a being that exists the first moment of time. But this god like knows everything. This god even knows like qualitative facts about what it's like to be in certain experiences. We can imagine this god having concepts of like colors, but this god has never had any past experiences. That's one possible scenario.
God here is the contention. Why are you using God as an example? God is our contention.
Because you're asking me to demonstrate like, or at least explain a conceivable scenario where that could happen. So I'm just directly answering your question. Actually,
God here is our contention. This is what we both are contesting. So we're not gonna use God. I'm not gonna use God as an example.
Sorry, you were asking me. Calm down. Well, just to be clear, you're asking me to explain like a logically possible scenario.
No.
So even if I don't believe God exists, I believe God is possible, and I can use that to explain how it could be logically possible. Also, I could give you another scenario as well, like another logically possible case.
One second. We're going far away from the topic. Yeah,
I'm actually just directly answering your question.
You're saying you believe God is possible. You don't believe He exists. Well, let's just stop here and go back to the experience part. You're saying, do you believe that people can think of things without past experience exist? Huh?
No, I don't. Yeah. Well, no, I don't believe that there are concepts people have that aren't based off past experience.
So you agree with me that people can only think of things that are based on past experience?
No, when you say can there, you're talking about possibility. That's a modal term.
Okay, fine. So you agree that people who can think of things without past experience, they don't exist. You agree on that?
No. When you say can there, that's a modal term. You're talking about possibility. Here, I'll even help you.
I'm saying those people exist. Do these people exist?
You're trying to ask me, is there anyone who has a concept that isn't based on past experiences?
Yeah.
I'm agnostic.
Oh, you're agnostic? Okay, based on the evidence so far, based on the evidence given so far from, let's say social experiments, can anyone provide an example of things that is not based on past experience?
Oh, I don't think. Okay, I'll just repeat this again. I have no examples, but even if that doesn't help me with regards to being agnostic.
I get it. We're getting somewhere. I know. I got you surrounded somewhere. I know. So since you're saying that you're agnostic about this, now I'm saying if we were to add the likelihood to which one to believe in more, the one that says, we can only think of things based on past experience, based on the social experiments, etc., or the one that says, we can think of things without any past experience. Since you're agnostic, which one would you say it's actually more likely to be the case?
Okay, you did the same thing again where you confused the modal statement about what's possible with the synthetic statement.
Wait, I'm saying which one is more likely. I'm not saying it's impossible.
Yeah, but the statement concerning which one you're asking me is more likely, those are like modal statements about what's possible.
You're still saying. I'm not saying that you're saying one side is impossible. You're saying that the side that can think of things without experience is possible, maybe 0%.
Can is a modal term. Can, when you use the word can in this context, that's a modal term, and you're talking about possibility. Look, I'll just tell you what you want to say.
I agree. I'm not.
Let me just tell you what you want.
I'm not saying any impossibility here. We're all talking under the context, and we're all talking under the context of possibility.
Yeah.
Everything here is possible so far. What we're doing here is we're doing the principle of measurement. We're measuring which one to be the case, or which one to believe in more, and even acknowledging the side that says, "Oh, we can think of things without past experience."
Yeah. Okay. Let me just tell you what you want to say. So, statement 1 or proposition 1, all concepts are based off past experiences. And in proposition 2, it's not the case that all concepts are based off past experiences. You're asking me which one I find more likely.
No. I'm saying like when it comes to the one that says we can think of things only based on past experience.
And is a modal term.
Sorry?
You keep confusing the modal terms with the synthetic statements. Can is a modal term.
We can only. I said we can only. So this is the only way.
Can is a modal term.
What do you mean by modal term? I'm not using any formal.
It's a term that designates possibility or necessity.
I'm saying only, so it's the only way for them. That means they cannot think
can
of.
Can is a modal term.
I'm saying in this sentence that I mentioned, when I say they can only, so that means that they cannot.
Can is a modal term.
What do you mean by modal term?
I just explained it.
No, I didn't hear.
I'll repeat it again. So when a modal term, they're just terms that designate or signal, talk about possibility or necessity. That's what a modal term.
Yeah,
so when you say X can occur,
how there's a possibility if I said only that's the only way. So how is it?
But when you say X can occur, or X is the only way something can occur, you're just talking about how it's possible. I'm saying that's the confusion you're making because you keep making these sort of claims about what's possible, and you're kind of confusing them with these sort of synthetic.
I'm saying that they can only think based on the past experience. That's what I'm saying. That means that they cannot think otherwise. Dude.
The funny thing is, like, I think I know what you're trying to ask me, but I think you're kind of like lost about it. So let me just
The funny thing is, you know what I'm talking about. You're just trying to beat around the bush. Exactly.
No, I know what you're talking about, but I'm saying I'm trying to illustrate to you, 1, how you're kind of confused, and 2, I'm trying to put into words.
We're not having any. So listen, I already made this very clear at the beginning. I said we're not having.
Okay, just
discussions. So that's why I asked you which one would you believe to be more likely, even though you're saying the other one is also likely.
Yeah, but when you ask me which one I believe is more likely, you start confusing modal statements with synthetic ones. Okay, let's just make it very clear.
Which one do you believe is more likely? Why can't you just answer the question?
Because the question is sort of a result of a confusion that you. So I need to clarify the confusion before I actually address what.
Wait. Do you believe they're equal? The likelihood is equal.
Oh my God, the likelihood for what?
Do you believe the likelihood for both sides to exist is equal?
What?
Huh?
What are the two propositions?
Like I'm saying that both sides, the side that...
what are the two propositions we're comparing? I know you're saying both sides. I'm asking you what propositions are...
I'm telling you, both sides, the side that claims they can only do it based on past experience, and the side that says they can do it without past experience.
You did it again. Okay, look.
Yeah. I'm talking about likelihood. I'm talking about likelihood. We're not talking about...
I'm going to have to explain this. Yeah,
you're getting it. You're still not talking about possibility.
You're talking about what you're asking me. You're talking about the likelihood of the claims being possible, the likelihood of certain things being possible. What you want to ask me is, what is the likelihood that all concepts are based off past experiences versus, it not being the case that all concepts are based off past experiences? That's what you want to ask me. But then when you actually try to articulate the question, you keep talking about, modality, what's possible, right? And that's the confusion. Right? So I'm telling you what you want to say, but you're saying that.
You believe, you believe that it's like possible for aliens to exist, right? Or it's possible for unicorns to exist, right? Right? Yes or no?
Yes, I said.
Yeah, I didn't hear you. Mic is cutting off. You believe that it's possible for the aliens to exist, it's possible for the unicorns to exist, but you believe that it's more likely that the unicorns exist, but not aliens.
Sorry, you're asking if I think it's more likely that unicorns exist as opposed to...
Yeah, like you have some form of an example.
I would say it's more likely for aliens to exist.
I would say like, no problem. I'm saying like you have something like, an example that you're going to give for an alien, but you don't have the same example that you would give for the unicorn.
No, I don't have any examples of...
So you would say, well, you stop interrupting. So you would say that you believe that the alien's more likely to exist, but the unicorn is not as likely.
Yeah. Do you want me to explain why?
Yeah. So now going back to the experience example, do you believe that the team that claims or say that they can only say it, they can only think
as a modal term, you're doing the same.
Yeah, one second. We're just gonna call this possible team, a unicorn, and we're gonna call. So since it seems like I need to go down to the kindergarten level so you can understand, we're gonna call the team that claims they can only do it by past experience as unicorn. The team unicorn, and the other team that says they can do it without past experience is the alien team, right? Which one would we say that it is more likely to be the case? More likely that they exist?
Are you asking me about whether these sort of statements about which things are possible or more likely? Or are you comparing just synthetic?
Possible to exist.
Possible. Yeah. I mean, if you're asking about what's more likely that possibly there's some concept that I would say the possibility statements are equal. The synthetic statements concerning if you're asking me to compare the two statements, one where all concepts are based off past experiences, and two where it's not the case that all concepts are based off past experiences, I don't really know.
The team unicorn are giving you only examples. They could not make a single example without the past experience being provided there. And the team alien, they couldn't give you a single example. In fact, they're like you. They're like unable to produce a single example that is not based on past experience. Yet they believe they exist. That team believes that they exist, even though they don't.
Guys, going in circles. Just move on.
Okay, at this point, I'm just gonna ask you.
Yeah, which team more likely to exist? Which team more likely?
Oh, yeah, I agree that I keep trying to explain it to him, he won't get it. I'll just ask you at this point. What do you think I'm saying here?
Which team more likely to exist, Harry?
What are you asking?
Which team more likely to exist? The team that they claim they are only capable of conceptualizing things based on past experience. They claim that they exist, or the team that claims they also claim that they exist, and they're saying that you're just. Harry, it's simply put, do you believe that there is a human being who's capable of thinking of things without past experience? Huh? Is he there?
I said yes.
Wait, you said yes to what? Because I don't know, you cut off.
That there is a human that can have a concept without a past.
Yeah.
And when you say that, all you're saying is that.
Can you mention that human so we can have a discussion with him?
Yeah,
Huh? Sorry? Every what? Bro, he's cutting off.
Every single human.
You're saying every single human? Okay, why can't we give an example of something that is not based on past experience? And yet we claim that we exist. We claim that our side exists, even though it doesn't somehow.
We can't give examples. I assume like what explains why I don't have one is just because I've never seen.
Okay, so again, as we said, you would believe that the team unicorn is likely to exist, but the team alien is less likely to exist. End of the discussion. Like, I don't know why you just keep playing this weird twisting word game, dude. Like, well, you just can't be direct with me. Oh, Jihadist is here? Damn, I didn't know that.
All right, so yeah, I'm just gonna I'll just explain to the
Mountain. I'm done. We're really.
I'm not looking to you.
Wait, Joester. Bro, like, why am muting, bro? Like, he's trolling at this point.
What's the reason for his mute?
Jihadist. That's trolling. It's not. It's like.
Bro, that is not trolling.
Daily reminder that once Mountain and Flame did speak, and they have recorded the soundboard sound here where Mountain started raging because he lost the entire conversation.
Yes or no? Yes.
Thanks for meeting. I'll just explain to the VC why he's confused and why he's like kind of not tracking it all, and I'll just leave it there. He can say what he wants.
The discussion is over. There's no point. Discussion is over.
Bro, look. If Flame does not want to discuss, right? If you're going to make an addressal, then you either address it to Flame, or you just completely dismiss the conversation. But we're not going to play these little games of, I'm going to secretly side diss him, and all that nonsense. That's not going to happen.
Jihad is like, I'm literally telling him like which team he believes to be more like. I even went with his way of reasoning. I went with the way he reasoned things, and I don't understand how does he live like this, bro? I don't know how this guy lives like that.
Yeah, I'll just address it to you. Yeah, so although you can respond. I won't really respond to you if you respond, but yeah. So there are two ways.
How about I'll respond and we ended the conversation there, okay?
Yeah, you can respond. I'll just leave after I say it. But there are two. Sure.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, if you're gonna leave after, this is just dishonesty.
Oh, he said he's gonna leave?
Yeah, he said he's gonna leave right after.
Yeah, so there are two.
So which means this tells me, like, it's just dishonesty at this point.
I didn't know that he's going to leave. I didn't hear him saying he's going to leave.
So, Mountain, I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna do your body weight a favor too by shutting you up. That way, you can't eat and you can't talk, so you won't get fat and you won't destroy our brain cells.
Can't live like this, bro. Life is easier than this, I swear. It's so like he himself knows he's wrong. He himself knows there's not a single human being that can think of things.
It's very clear he came here with his boyfriend Turns. Turns, by the way, was running away from me from conversation, which is kind of funny because he was begging you for a formal debate, right, Flame?
He was asking for informal. Oh, yeah, formal debate. Yeah.
When I told him I wanted a formal debate, he began saying he wants an informal one with me, and then he added like 500 different conditions. It's very clear that he just doesn't want to formally debate me in a recorded discussion because he'll end up on a soundboard, just like Mountain did. Okay. By the way, the reason why I constantly mention the Mountain thing, because every time I do, he gets insecure, and then like takes a hiatus from the server. He like leaves the server for a while and then comes back with a different username, so people don't recognize who he is.
When you mention what? The
soundboard.
Oh.
I just don't understand like how people can live like that, bro. It's so confusing, I swear.
Yeah, I'll just explain this briefly and then you can say what you want. Yeah, so there are two ways you can
Harry, please, come on, bro. We can talk about it later. We can me and you only one-on-one.
Well, I'm not saying you have to respond.
How about one-on-one later?
Yeah, I'm not saying you have to respond. I
just don't believe like you're open-minded because we all could see that you're just stubborn to your view. That's all.
Am I able to talk without being talked?
Bro, I'm not talking about the discussion. I'm just talking about you. Like, I'm not talking about the discussion itself.
No, I'm asking. Are you willing to let me talk without you talking?
If we're gonna go one-on-one like later on, yeah, sure. I mean, if you're down, I'm off on Sunday. I don't mind.
No, I don't have interest in speaking anymore.
Okay, then we can move on. Then there's no point.
So you don't have an interest in speaking to him anymore, but you want to speak to him and you want to make a snarky comment. I told you very clearly, look, if your intention now is just to like make a snarky comment and then run away with your boyfriend Turns, okay, and fornicate somewhere, which you guys usually do considering you're all godless heathens, okay, then no, we're not going to allow that. Okay, you can go right now if you wish to leave, if you don't want to speak to Flame anymore, you're free to leave right now and go enjoy, your circle jerk with Turns. It's entirely up to you.
Just call him.
Right, but if you want to just leave a snarky comment, no, we're not going to allow that.
Okay, sorry. I mean, I wanted to say like, after this, I'm no longer interested in speaking to him like in the future. So this is the last thing I'll say to him. So
same. If you have no interest, I have no interest as well. But
yeah, and that just is to say that
there's no point of being salty or toxic. Like you can just talk normally and it's fine.
Are you willing to let me talk without over?
Yeah, well, if you're not gonna really talk about the discussion anymore, I don't mind. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay, yeah. No, I am. I'm just gonna make one last.
No.
Which you're free to respond to.
No. I said we're done. We're done.
No, sir, am I breaking any rules by just trying to respond to points that I made when I was muted?
No, because you're talking while I'm here, and I don't want to like continue the discussion anymore. I mean,
Mountain. If the discussions are just leave it.
Well, no, I just wanted to be clear. I was muted and I was like misrepresented, and I just wanted to clarify.
That's fine. Whatever. Like, just who cares? Who cares what people think? Just leave it.
Yeah, that's fine. I just like to say. So there are two ways that the question can be asked. Right. One way is like say we're comparing two statements. One.
Bro, come on. I don't know why is he. Did I hurt you this far that you cannot stop thinking about my argument? Like this, my argument hurts you this bad. I can't stop thinking.
You guys could either continue the conversation or leave it. But like I said, one-off snarky comments are not going to be allowed.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to. I'm saying I see it's a bit salty. It's a bit salty.
This is constantly Mountain's tactic. Yeah, get intellectually molested, then say, "Oh, you know what? I was not really allowed to talk, and so I was misrepresented. So there are two ways you could solve this. This is why my opponent is stupid." Look, shut up, bro. You have two options, right? You can either continue the conversation, okay, or leave it. But one-off snarky comments, we're not going to allow it. Okay, so relax, Mike Tyson.